6 weeks. 6 weeks and my life is going to change a lot. Forever, probably. Maybe not forever, but it's going to change a lot. Hello, my name's Laia and this is Lucy, and I have 6 weeks until I start a new job. So my plan is that for the next 6 weeks I am going to do full-time language learning as if it's my job. Bear in mind, I'm still busy in the afternoons at the moment. Monday and Friday mornings I'm still busy, so it's not like I'm doing nothing for the next 6 weeks, but I am going to get as much language learning done as I possibly can, because obviously when I start my new job I'm probably not going to get as much done as I would like, or as much as I am able to at the moment. So I really just want to take advantage of the next 6 weeks and do as much as I possibly can. Saying that, I'm not going to stop language learning when I start my new job. I love learning Spanish. It's one of my passions. It's one of my favorite things I'm doing in my life, and I'm definitely not going to stop. So don't you worry about that. I'm just going to be taking it very seriously and doing it a lot for the next 6 weeks. It's going to be a whole new learning curve for me to navigate language learning and a new job, and I'll keep you updated on that. So I'm going to share my plan for the next 6 weeks with you. So I will still be doing exactly the same thing that I've been doing since starting my language learning journey. I'll still have one lesson with my teacher every week. I'll still do the homework that my teacher gives me and the work that I'm working with her, and I always do extra of that on top of what she gives me, so I'll still be doing that. But I want to try doing a little bit more. So I received these 3 books from a friend, and they are very similar to the books I use with my teacher. So this book is a grammar book, and I have actually completed this one. So you probably can't see, but I have completed this one. This will not be part of the next 6 weeks, but I'm very happy I did complete this, and it was very nice to do this as revision and to go over topics that I've already learned and just make sure I understand them and just use it for extra practice. So it was really nice using this book, and although grammar is very debatable, I really love grammar. It's fun. I find grammar fun. So this one's finished. As for the other 2 though, I have not started them at all, but I want to try getting as far as possible with these in the next few weeks as I can. So the first one is Libro del Alumno, which is like a textbook essentially, and then we have Libro de Ejercicios, which is the exercise book which goes with the textbook. These 2 books work hand in hand, and I'm going to try do as much of these as I possibly can. I also want to vlog the next 6 weeks, and I want to do weekly vlogs, so 6 weeks of weekly vlogs. I'm going to try my best where I show you how I'm going with these books, show you my progress, show you what I'm doing in them. Another note I want to make about these books is that they are A1. So you can see there, this one's A1 and this one's A1. So I am working on A2 material with my teacher. I just recently started A2. It's been a few weeks of A2. But I am going to be going over the A1 books for revision. So obviously it's still good to go over A1 material even though I'm working on A2. And I think it will be really nice to understand better when I do start using these books. And once again, just get better at the concepts that I've already learned. My other goal, besides these books and extra work and the work I'm doing with my teacher, is to read this book. This is Short Stories in Spanish by Ollie Richards, and I have started it twice. At the moment, I'm about there, and these stories are a bit difficult to understand, so they take more time to read. Also more motivation, because it's always hard to read something that's just a tiny bit above your language level. But my goal is to read as much as this book as I can. But if I don't finish it, it's okay, because I can just carry on reading it after these 6 weeks. It's no problem. And it will actually be nice to have something to read once I start working, because I'm going to need to find different ways to incorporate language learning into my daily life. Okay, so that is my plan for the next 6 weeks. I hope you will join me. I'm excited to give this everything I've got, because this is probably the last chance like this that I will have in my life, because once I start working, I'm gonna be a working woman, so not gonna have my mornings free to do language learning. Then I also wanted to give an update on my language planner. So this is the language planner that I created. It is on Amazon if you do want to buy it. But I'll just give you a quick little flip through and show you what I've been doing with it for the first month that I've been using it. So when you open the first page, it is my name and a space to write what language you're learning, and I drew the little flag. Obviously I didn't do the whole emblem on the inside, and I wrote why I am learning the language, because it's always good to remember your motivations. Then when you turn the page, there is a year of language learning, and I'm using this as a recap of what I've done every month. So for the month of May, I wrote I started A2, I did pronombres and verbos pronominales. And it's just a little recap of what I've learned. This is the year split into quarters. So for quarter 1, I have written my goals, and I've not yet written my reflections because quarter 1 is not yet over. So my quarter 1 goes from May to July. And my goals for quarter 1 is to watch more things in Spanish, so more YouTube videos specifically in Spanish for listening practice, and to become more comfortable and confident with speaking, because speaking has been my biggest struggle, but I'm really working on it, and I've really been getting better. I've really been seeing an improvement in my speaking, which I'm very, very happy about. One of my goals was to move to A2, which I have already done, which is very exciting. And my last goal is to read short stories in Spanish, which is this book. Then on the next page, there's a blank dot grid page. I have not done anything with this, but this page you can do anything with. You can make lists of resources, TV shows, things you watched. You can make a collage, you can make a mood board, you can literally do anything with this. Then we have the month, which is already over. Nothing much to this. I wrote all my language lessons in here. I wrote when I started A2 and my language level. Then on the next page, which is my favorite page, it is 1 line a day in your target language. And this is just where I wrote 1 line in Spanish every single day. Maybe about something that happened in the day, maybe about how I felt, or anything I could think of. I wrote over here, and I really like this. Then we go into the weeks, and this is basically just weekly planning. I wrote what I need to do. This is the language tracker, where you can track everything you've done. Here I wrote what I learned that week, what I accomplished, what I'm proud of, and what I want to work on. That repeats for every week of the month. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you will join me on the next 6 weeks journey of full-time language learning. I spend most of my free time doing language learning anyway, so it's not going to be that much of a difference, but I hope to get as much of those textbooks done as I possibly can. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.